What's going on? Move the Mouse here, back in Rockdale 2.0. This is a revisit of the very first Let's Play I did, very grid-based city, and I'm continuing that trend, but we're going to go really dense and really see what we can do with some of the mods. The first build was on console. Now I'm rebuilding, or at least trying to recapture the spirit of Rockdale in a PC build. I've been messing around with some of the relight settings, and I think I've got a pretty cool sunlight at sunset setting here. At least I'm liking it a lot in the cinematics. This is right when the sun is kind of cresting behind the hills, and we get that little bit of orange light. The lights are coming on, and I like how the colors kind of pop here. We're doing the cinematic camera, and I've got my cursor right in the middle of the screen, of course. This is just kind of the built-in one. Not doing anything too fancy here, too dependent yet on cinematics and high level of detail just yet. We'll get there eventually. But one thing I realized is when I was last building the city, I had Metro Overhaul mod, and then I removed that to focus on some of the in-game changes that they made to the overground Metro. It completely blew away my ignore all the pop-ups there. I gotta remember what that button is to hide those. Control-Shift-P. That hides the problems. There's something to hide the district info. I'll look into that. In the meantime, though, we don't really need to worry about that, because what we need to worry about is one, a quick look at zoning to see where people are. So we've got a lot of people living here and centrally here. So we got to get them moving to work, and we need some kind of central hub. I think around the park would be good. Maybe looks like we might have room to squeeze it in on one of those corners. Maybe on this side. Yeah, that could work. So what do we have here? Hold on a second. Hub buildings. Do we have a metro hub, bus intercity hub, bus metro hub, metro intercity bus hub? That could be kind of cool. Do we have that in our city yet? I don't think that we do. So maybe we can cram that in here. That has a built-in road. What's it going to let me do without anarchy turned on? So do we move the collider? Let's move the collider first. Can we get that over here? If we have to blow away some roads to do it, I think that's fine. It looks like we're blowing out a footpath. Space already occupied. Okay, let's delete this. We'll delete that footpath. We'll delete those two even. We'll delete that road. We'll figure this out after. So now let me move that. Okay, let's reconnect. We'll bring this road. Why don't we do the road here? So this is what? This is bike paths. This one? 2-lane road with bikes. So we'll just bend this 90 degrees. That's fine. And we don't really need the bike paths there, right? For a road that isn't connecting through. Can we connect under? Okay, well, bike path. That works. Okay. And now we have room for that hub over here. Highway access, we're going to look at potentially eating into the park to get something happening down here. And maybe we'll have a road that cuts through and footpaths that go under in the center of the park. But for right now, back over to transport, hubs, and the intercity bus and metro hub. Put that kind of in the middle of the space. And I do like my presets here. Hold on, save as new. Call it Rockdale Sunset. And it's like 8:01 or something like that. Just in case. I don't know if it remembers time as part of that. Was it 8:01? Okay, 8 o'clock. The sun does some funny things as it with some of these color corrections and things that I have set up, where it goes from this to like nighttime instantly. It loses all the orange color at a certain time, so that's why I have it locked there. Okay, so we've got a way at least for buses to come in from the outside world. They're not hooked up the best to the highway yet. Again, that'll be a future project. But what we need to do is get some metros connected, because we lost all that. And I could have sworn it was something that I did very early on. So we want to get people again from where they live to where they work. So running kind of right through here should be sufficient. And we can kind of connect them in the center by the hub. Do the same thing here. And then that way people can kind of crisscross through the areas. Now we have big residential pockets, office pockets on either side, and then commercial all along the strip. So people will walk a little bit, but I think we could sneak something through on the main outer, and then maybe even have a loop that kind of connects this back row of streets in, so people can walk from the center of the zone to either extreme. And I think that will get the job done, because it'll get them moving work, commercial, back and forth, getting them connected to a central hub. And we're already not seeing a lot of truck traffic or residential traffic in these areas. People are really happy to use the bike lanes. They're really busy. Okay, I think though, now that I said I saved all that, let's, this is middle of the daylight with those settings. So I probably should have a daytime preset. Let's go none. Just load that and reset this. It's a little flat. That's a little weird. Hang on a second. Okay, that's a little maybe extreme on the other side, but I don't think it matters a whole lot when we go into this view. But when we jump back and forth, it's a little less jarring. So, okay, how do we get all that done? We won't... Do we worry about industry? I guess let's get industry connected too. So, did they have a road? Do we want to stick it like up next to the factory? Is this zonable right there? So we can bring that in there, and then let's kind of follow where we can along this strip. So can we could do that. That works. I want to get that right on the corner. Let's tuck one more right in before the edge of the zone. And if there's a little like too wide building that we can knock out, I'll do that. Those are so close. Those are so ridiculously close. Okay, let's not do that. Let's come right into the center of the zone. Those will build back up. This looks good. This kind of looks good too, because of like foot traffic coming through here. If we're gonna also do another line up here, I think we can definitely get away with just like one in each zone. Okay. Okay, we've got kind of our central services block that I haven't been making too dense, but we've got police, fire, crematorium, cemetery, schooling. We got the high school off to the side. So let's come into the center of the zone, and it allows us that space. We'll go into the far side of this one. We'll stop somewhere around the center over here. That's a nice corner building. This is just a standard, so let's knock that one out. And then we can hook that in over to the hub over this way. Now it's going to get a little congested on each side, but that's okay. We could even split industry off over here. Like I don't know what we're going to do up here just yet. But since we don't have to knock anything out to do it, let's start there. Again, we'll get one kind of in each zone. And that's close again, but that's all right. So let's do this first half. I'll get this all connected. I'll show you the lines, and then I'm going to repeat the process in kind of each quadrant, and maybe also bring in some people from over there. But we're going to see if we can get some people moving around as soon as possible. Okay. I don't need all this stuff up on the screen here. So if we go... Okay, there we go. Tunneling. Okay. Because you can have those above ground now. So we'll freeform all this. Space already occupied. No, I don't want to... I want to be underground. Okay, turn this off. Is that actually connecting now? I think that it is. Let's do that and see if this this tunnel looks correct. Okay, it's my fine road tool settings throwing me off. So this one we can start to curve right away. Bring that right into the station, and this one we just want to make sure it bends enough. Here we do it in 2 steps. And connect it right at the station? No? Space already occupied. How is that? All right, let's just do that. That's fine. I think that's okay. I hope this short intersection doesn't create a problem with trains coming in, but we can keep an eye on that. We'll get this connected up and then just do some simple lines, and we'll have the first kind of quadrant, if you will, of our transport hub in the works. Do we connect this one to industry also? Let's do it. I don't know that we probably don't have enough people working up there to worry about that. There we go. Bulldoze underground. Get rid of all this. We'll worry about that if we extend into this zone, and maybe we'll have something connecting all the way up there. We can just have some footpaths that go back and forth. So lines now, we can go and connect this up again to the hub and come back. Okay. And then same thing over here. So stop everywhere along the way. The thing that's nice about when you create these lines is it will tell you if those junctions that you create are too sharp. Right? It has to be curved in the right way to let you bend the tracks. And if it can't, it'll let you connect the track, but maybe they're not bending the way that you think. It won't be able to complete the line if it can't turn the way that you're asking those two things to connect. So if this line isn't drawing and not letting you set the next stop, that could be why. Make sure you got a kind of soft angle of attack, if you will, here. You don't want to do, a 90 degree or coming the other way. Like I can't come this way and turn left. I can only come this way and go into that station direction. Once I'm there, I could, continue on down this way if I wanted to, but can we look at lines? Lines overview. Is this Metro? That's the Metro. Where are our other Metro lines? Is that one still... It's still a line, but there's no tunnels. So let's change these. I'm going to change the red line to also a green line. And let's figure these out the way that we just created them. So Metro Line 3 is that one. So let's call that our red line. Or let's color it red. Let's leave this one named red line. And then Metro Line 4 should be that other one. So we'll go through the Roy G. Biv. So red, orange. What? Wait, what did I do? Am I not showing them? I turned them off. Okay. It's like, what? Did I not create them? I was hiding them. So that's the first part. I'll get all this connected and kind of show you what's going on. Get these stops apparently reconnected because I used all the default stations, just lost the tunnels connecting them apparently. No, or I lost the stations too. So we'll bulldoze those, recreate those, get this strip connected over here. Be right back. All right, got a little idea before I finish this up actually. So let's do this. We're gonna drop a metro station in. Let's say across from here. So what I want to do is make it so that people can get to a completely separate line of the metro that isn't connecting all into the same hub with just a simple footpath over this road. That way not creating any kind of crosswalk traffic, which it doesn't look like I've got set up anyways. Kind of feel like there should be one over here at the park. Let's just do that real quick for the heck of it. Right, there should be a crosswalk right there. That works. Okay. Sorry, now that we've got that out, we don't want people crossing over here. So let's get a footpath. Basic one. I think that's what we've been doing over here. So it should let us build that without anarchy, correct? Right there. Okay. Even better if we line up with that road, because I think that makes more sense, right? So right there to there. It's a little off just because it wants to snap like that. Okay. So let's curve this down. See, I like how it kind of bends right there. So let's do that. Let's break this one underneath. And then let's hook them up in a slightly different manner. That can work. That's fine. That gets all these people connected over here so they can cross the road. Okay, now if we wanted, what we could do, and it would probably make some sense here, is to really smooth this out. We grab those three nodes, would move it, and then we say slope objects. What? Okay. Okay. Is there like an extra node there? Like, why is that doing that? I don't understand. Okay, let's never mind that. Pretend that didn't happen. Whatever, that's good now. Okay, it didn't happen. It didn't happen. Pretend. Okay, we're here. We're here. We're dropping that metro station in now. Okay, so probably had something to do with the terrain there. So if we have a metro station here, this effectively becomes part of that same hub without us having to crisscross our lines too much over here. Okay, so now that I get that in, I can start thinking about hooking up this side. I'll be right back. All right, so a quick zoomed out view, basically the four kind of quadrants around the park, at least with this big long strip basically that we're building into right now, are all kind of connected here in the Central Park area. So let's zoom in on that and kind of show you where these 6 lines meet. And you can see there's a ton of people coming in from the orange, yellow lines, blue and purple. And this is just kind of playing for the first time. So people are just now discovering that these routes are possible. But you can see we're seeing a ton of traffic, ton of people walking using this route coming around. I guess it would kind of make sense to circle it back here rather than send them all the way out over there. Obviously, something that we could do that I've done recently is cheesing park life and putting a $40 park gate on either side of that. Speaking of parks, I broke a couple fences. Where are they? City fences? Broke a couple of these. So let's... Can we get these connected under just fine? So right to there maybe. And then we'll see where we can connect this back up. And then I definitely broke, well, way over here. Yeah, I broke this fence. And I think we can kind of tuck this around the structure like that. Let me go. Well, let me snap where I want. Probably not. Here, we'll just do that for now. No, why are we going to do that? We have mods. We can do this. We can make this work. So here, do that. Move this. Right to the edge. That pavement. Same there. And just connect these two up with the enter key. Pick this line up. And then why don't we, since we're right here, surface paint. Turn anarchy off. Escape out of that view. Surface painter, please. Thank you. Get out of here, academic report. I gotta turn that pop-up off. I mean, we could do something like that. I mean, I could come in and tighten this up a bit, but I think that kind of makes sense now, right? That works. Why is it holding on to the grid view? I'm sure I hotkeyed something. All right, well, is it going to show it in? Oh yeah, it totally shows grid views in cinematic. So what if we go into roads, which triggers grids, and then come out of it? Did that fix it? I think that fixed it. So now if we go into free camera, it hides the street names. Grids are not there. Okay. All right. So we'll keep an eye on that. We'll see how many people, in fact, we see all the people pouring in and out. Do we want to see out of 61,000 people? How can I not look at this, right? Metros, they're moving a couple hundred people. You know, it's helping. Can't hurt. Although we've got a lot of people that are riding bikes. I don't know where our traffic's at. I haven't been paying too much attention to it. Is there a quick link here? It's not good, right? It's all this congestion in here. We haven't worked on any of these intersections really. I've got some really silly kind of traffic flow happening through here. Again, it's more for the aesthetics of building a big city, but we've got to resolve some of these spots. But maybe once these people get out of gridlock and find out that there's other ways to get around via metro, maybe that'll lighten up and improve. But stay tuned to find out. Hopefully you're enjoying this week of Rockdale. I'm jumping around to a couple different builds, trying to keep things fresh in my head and be inspired. And this is kind of what I felt like working on at the time. So hopefully you're enjoying. I know console's my usually my thing, but gotta flex those creative muscles once in a while. And it's nice to have some extra options and mods and looks. And can we jump this back? Can we quickly load a preset now? Let's actually, I don't even know what I did here, but it's not terrible for day building. Save this as new. Rockdale day. Rockdale day build. Did I caps locks? I did. Create that. Load sunset. Load preset. It loads the time. Awesome. But did it get the... Does it? Did it load the time? No, it didn't load the time. $20 on the dot. If we can get it. It's anytime that there is that glow is fine by me. So anyways, hopefully you're enjoying this build, and I'll be jumping around to a few different things. Still gonna finish up Rockdale that intersection 100% has to go. That was an asset that I dropped in that I definitely did not like. But stay tuned. We'll do some more to this build and lots of other stuff coming to the channel. Subscribe if you're new. Hit the bell to get notifications. Links in the description to lots of things like how to support the channel, the Discord, you name it. Mostly those things, but check it out. And until the next one, this is Move the Mouse, signing off.